boxing for the Netherlands, got through on a split in his semi-final against Artis Gomsian. And again, this involves two fighters who were enduring in Ring A over the last few days. And how have these two impressed you?
Well, this man has been a revelation, absolutely sensational. He eliminated the tournament #1 seed, Artis Gomsian, on that 3-2 split decision. Prior to that, he eliminated the tournament #5 seed when he won on a unanimous decision over Marocian Djordjic. And he has been absolutely sensational. Was speaking to his coach during the course of the tournament. Born in Syria, lives in the Netherlands, only walked into a boxing gym in 2017, and this is his first tournament. Only small hall shows, 8 of them before this, and he has marauded his way to the gold medal bout. Devastating body puncher. Here's Francesco IOZIA.
Well, IOZIA, of course, has got this significant home support, which we've seen inspire a couple of Italian fighters to gold medals already. I think one thing that's important when you're boxing on home turf in a situation like this is that you don't let it get to you too much. You've got to make sure that you keep a cool head in that hot kitchen, and this kitchen is hot, believe me. It is absolutely sweltering.
Just see that mark around his right eye, Andy. That was a cut that was opened up in round 3 of his quarter-final. And no doubt that will present a target for Mustafa AKRAA. Contrasting styles we're going to see here. The man in red sets straight about his opponent and looks to go to work. Watch for his left hook to the body, because it's a cracking shot.
So here we go. Red corner, Mustafa AKRAA of the Netherlands. Blue corner, Francesco IOZIA of Italy. AKRAA immediately looking for the body with that right hand. Tight, high guard. And again, left hook to the body, as you mentioned. Didn't take too long for him to get that one away. Both of these two in terms of the way they set up, are quite similar. Gloves up mainly around the head, elbows lifted, displaying a lot of body, so that left to the body for AKRAA could be a good shot. IOZIA just sticking that right, but off the back foot. There wasn't really too much on it, skirting around the edge of the ring, just feeling those ropes on his back at times there, IOZIA. AKRAA just beckoning to the referee there about something, not exactly sure what. AKRAA plants that left foot wide and looks to try and wing that right hand in from a wide angle, right to the body there from IOZIA. It was a good shot. Good boxing from the Italian there, took his feet back and found the opening. AKRAA is aggressive, you said he would be, and he's not let us down. He's constantly going after his man, trying to adjust those feet, getting where he wants him. But IOZIA looks quite comfortable off the ropes, actually. You always wonder when a fighter gets backed up to the ropes whether they really want to be there. It's a difficult thing to do, but he looks fairly okay with being under fire, which he is at the moment. Aims a big wide left hand there and then stabs to the body with a right downstairs. Midway point of round 1. AKRAA's been on the front foot all the way through so far, and in terms of punches landed, it's probably been fairly even, so you would give him the edge at this point. But a nice little uppercut there from IOZIA, followed by a left to the body. AKRAA just comes in with a raiding mission, but again there's an example of IOZIA looking comfortable enough boxing off those ropes. He just sinks into them, finds a little bit of room, and when he's up at this kind of mid 3/4 range, IOZIA, really that's where he wants it. He is taller of the two, but keeping it right on the outside doesn't quite suit him. When he's on the back foot like that, he just tries to sling in that right hand, throw that right to the body every now and again. It's just a little bit half-hearted, like the hook we saw him throw there. AKRAA comes in with a big overhand right, but the referee has a quick chat about punching with the palm of the glove. Referee says exactly the same thing to Francesco IOZIA into the final 30 seconds of round 1, and this has been an interesting round. On the front foot has been the fighter from the Netherlands, Mustafa AKRAA, and as discussed throughout the course of the afternoon and evening, judges do or can tend to prefer that at times. In terms of who has landed what, and that's really all that matters, then this has been fairly level. AKRAA maybe just taking it away from IOZIA a touch towards the end of the round here, but the Italian comes back with a right to the body. Good round, good opening round.
Very good opening round. I thought IOZIA was very effective, using the ring, going to the ropes, And I thought he managed to just keep AKRAA off kilter and do enough to take the round. Very clever display from this man. In his performances I've watched in Ring A throughout the week, he's been a very good punch picker. Well, he's got it on a 4-1 split. AKRAA wants to get closer, but I just thought the movement laterally and backwards, and as you say, kept his composure under fire and was able to find gaps between the hands of the man in red. He will keep on coming, make no mistake about that. But there's an example. 2 shots to 1 in that exchange, and AKRAA's was a glancing blow. Thought that was a very good display from Francesco IOZIA during the first 3 minutes.
The style of AKRAA, if anything, suits him, doesn't it? Because he is comfortable on the back foot, he's comfortable off the ropes. He looks less comfortable when he has to come forward himself. It's all a little bit kind of non-committal when they're in the centre of the ring and he tries to drive the action. But AKRAA will just keep coming forward. He only knows one way. He's that kind of fighter, you can see that. So he's going to have to put IOZIA under some serious pressure. But again there, that's good from the Italian. Nice right hand there though from AKRAA. Just stepped in with that, kind of arced it up and over the glove. The body work for AKRAA hasn't really told just yet. As I said, there are gaps to the body for both of these fighters due to the fact that they like to hold those gloves up pretty high and tight. AKRAA's made a quick start again, but IOZIA isn't fazed by that. He steals the right hand to the body, looks for the uppercut, wasn't quite close enough for it. Again, just backing up to the ropes there. The right hand almost caught IOZIA there from AKRAA, but he, I think, just in time slips off to his right. So when he gets caught at that kind of distance, IOZIA, where they're stock still in front of each other in the middle of the ring, he doesn't quite know what to do because AKRAA hasn't led off and he wants him to, and he's kind of thinking about doing it himself, but it's not long before AKRAA just comes steaming forward again here. And IOZIA looks for that right hand, tries to aim that uppercut, hasn't managed to land that just yet, but I do make that a good shot for him because AKRAA can tend to dip quite far forward as he comes in. Back foot leaves a canvas there for AKRAA, who's working ferociously hard in this round to really try and put it on IOZIA, even more than he did in the first round. Nice bit of body work there as IOZIA, for the first time really, just backs AKRAA up, pushes him down towards the ropes. They're getting a little bit of a tangle in centre ring here. They're just leaning on, and that doesn't look like much, but that kind of encounter can tell you a bit there. IOZIA was just leaning on AKRAA, just trying to make him give a bit of ground. Neither one of them did really, but in that situation, normally you would kind of back AKRAA to take control of it. Big right hand over the top there from the Netherlands fighter. It looks for a right hand to the body as well into the final minute of the round, and he almost leapt into an uppercut there, IOZIA. Just touches to the body, IOZIA, and then goes with the uppercut. At that kind of close range, strangely, it's the Italian who looks that little bit better. Sometimes taller fighters prefer it that little bit closer. They can get that good kind of leverage. Both looking for uppercuts. Left hand there just about got through from IOZIA. IOZIA catches AKRAA with the left hand as AKRAA was on the way in. And having dropped that first round, he's giving it absolutely everything here, Mustafa AKRAA, and he desperately needs something on the scorecards. He got it with one judge at the end of round one, and IOZIA celebrates as he goes back to the blue corner. And if he got the casting vote in the first round, then he should get it in that one too. I
think so, but I actually thought it was a good response from AKRAA. But again, this man is no mug. He knows what he's doing in the boxing ring. And again, well, the response has been a 3-2 split in favor of AKRAA. So it's all square for 2 judges. AKRAA leading for 1 judge, and the man in blue leading for the other 2. So those 2 19-19 scorecards are going to be critical, but I thought it was a very good response from Mustafa AKRAA in that second round. He landed some big singles, jolting jabs, right crosses over the top, and credit to IOZIA because he's managed to take a lot of steam out of the front foot pressure that AKRAA characteristically likes to bring, and that's why we have such an intriguing seesaw battle.
Well, it's those 2 19-19s that are absolutely key now, and AKRAA needs both of them Yozia needs one of them. It's as simple as that, because he's got 2 scores of 20-18. AKRAA's got 1 of 20-18. If there aren't any point deductions, and neither one of these wins this last round by a big margin to invoke a 10-8, then that's what we're looking at. It comes down to those 2 scores of 19 apiece. The Italian needs 1. The man from the Netherlands, well, he needs both, and that left to the body just slipped it in after looking for a bit overhand right, but Yozia just digs his toes in there, throws a left hand, but walks straight onto a straight left himself. It's been a fantastic fight, this, right from the start. The work rate, the tempo to it's been terrific. Neither one of these two at any point has looked to step up and have a rest. Nice right hand there from Yozia, just bounced onto his back foot, came straight back off it and threw that right hand. AKRAA just trying to busy up those feet, just trying to find that sweet spot to the body. Nice left uppercut there from AKRAA. And then Yozia just gives him one back. I don't think he's got through quite this clean. AKRAA looking to work the body, and they're right on top of each other here. Heads on each other's shoulders almost, shrugging each other off, finding a touch of room to work. I like this from the referee too, because he's just letting them get on with it, not interfering. He knows this is a final round. He knows they're tired, they're going to lean on and maybe nick a couple of seconds rest at any point, but other than that, he's just letting them go to it. And you can see the mouth hanging open there of AKRAA as he just looks over out of the ring towards us at ringside. Yozia disentangles himself, and the referee has a quick word with him about just punching around the back of the head there, and Yozia just sliding away to his right-hand side. He will know, I'd imagine, that he's got a slight advantage, but it is so slight that both of these two have absolutely got to go out to try and win this final round, and Yozia just backing off a little bit too much maybe in the last few seconds. He can't afford to just try and coast through the rest of this round. Nice right to the body there from AKRAA. Yozia comes back with a right uppercut, then looks to dig those toes in, a slight smile on his face. These two have enjoyed this. Big overhand right there though from AKRAA, and then avoids the right back from Yozia. And work rate wise, I just think AKRAA's beginning to get on top of Yozia a bit here. Yes, he's comfortable off the back foot. Yes, he's comfortable under pressure, but I do think the Italian is just beginning to gas a little bit here, and AKRAA is having the better of it in the closing stages for that reason. Remember, with the scoring, those 2 counts of 19-19 are what this is about now. Yozia needs one of them to get through on the split decision. AKRAA needs both of them to get through on the split. No point deductions in this round, no case for a 10-8. So that, Ron McIntosh, is what we're looking at.
What an absorbing contest. I thought that was absolutely sensational. For what it's worth, I think the man in blue took the 3rd round. I thought it was a very clever display. You pointed out deep into the 3rd round that he can't afford to coast. It was from about the 50-second mark. For about 20 seconds, he went on the back foot and he kept going backwards. But that was almost like a tactic within the course of the round, almost to take AKRAA off kilter. I thought it was terrific the way he went forward at times, the way he engaged with him and took on AKRAA at his forte of body punching. I preferred the work of the man in blue in that 3rd round. I think he's done enough in what was a terrific seesaw battle to take the title. But what say the judges? It could well be split.
Well, Yozia gets it. Yozia gets it. And you look at the scores there, he has got the nod with 3 out of the 5 judges, so it's a 3-2 split. The scores came up quite quick there, so he gets it 2-1 with Judge A, 3-0 with Judge B, loses it 2-1 with Judge C, gets it 3-2 with Judge D, and then loses it 3-0 with Judge E. So there's a real mixer, a real spread, both sides of the spectrum, and absolutely everything in between there, and I can see that. I understand that.
Exactly, because it was that type of contest. The quality incredibly high, and just look at what it means to Francesco Yozia. What a contest. Back and forth, nip and tuck, up for grabs right until the final bell. But it's Yozia who's the champion. But what a rise to prominence for young